In this video, you'll be hearing about our city, Circuit Creek. So let's get started.
Our city has a population of 59,000 people. And for our amenity points, we have 5,950. Amenity points are basically how good the quality of life in our city are. So including hospitals, police stations, fire stations, and whatnot. Our new per capita is for our people in our city is $225,272. And so that our total raw income is $132,910,627.
Hi, so I was Circuit City's head electrician, honorary title, and today I'm going to be showing you how we made our simple circuits for our houses. What we use to make our houses is a small breadboard, our red LED because houses had to be red, our resistor, so this is a 1 kilo ohm resistor. We used wire strippers, then we had red and black 22 gauge wires, our battery and our battery holder, and finally our jumper wires. So these are all different sizes of jumper wires. So our first step in making our circuit was prepping our LEDs. So first we had to make sure this worked, and then we would take care of our wires. So to make sure, to get our LED to reach where it needed to be, we would cut the wires different lengths, and then we would strip the ends. Okay, so as you can see, I stripped both of the ends of the wire, so this end and this end, and I did the same for the black. So now black and red are for negative and positive. So the positive side of the LED is this. So we would wrap this one around it, and then we would wrap the black one around the other side. One thing you have to do with this step is be careful not to twist the LED legs too much, because if you do, the LED will stop working. And this is also where I use my wire strippers to get it to stay in place. All right, so we've attached them now, and I just twisted the wires around each other to try and make it cleaner, because sometimes if you don't, wires will just be going everywhere. So we still have the two ends that we can put in the breadboard, so positive and negative. Now it's time to set up our breadboard. So if you see, there's the positive and then the negative. So we're gonna put a jumper wire from the positive going into these, and then a jumper wire from the negative going into these. Okay, so we have them attached now, so you can see that there's jumper wire going from positive and then jumper wire going from negative. So now we're gonna put in our LED. So we're gonna put our positive end in right beside the positive jumper wire. And next up, we're gonna put in our resistor. We have now put in our resistor, and I forgot to mention that we also put in the black end of the LED. So we put that in, and we always wanna make sure things are close to each other, because then the current will get cut off. So now we have this, and we can test it by putting our battery in. So again, red is positive, black is negative. So we'll just put them down here, the same spot as we put the jumper wires. After we test it, sometimes it doesn't work. So now it's kind of going into troubleshooting about, is it the battery that's not working? Is it the jumper wires? Is the connection off? Did we twist the wires too much? And now we have our light. So, oops, I keep moving that. So what we ended up having to do was changing out the resistor, because sometimes it can be hard to tell with resistors what kind of resistor it was, so I was using the wrong one. So yeah, that is how we made our circuits for our houses, and then we just put the wires underneath our cardboard. Yeah, that's it.
Hello, I'm Aspen, and I will be talking about the buildings that I built. So I built most of the buildings. I built the houses, the mansions, hospital, police station, just all of those. And I found those really hard and challenging, because at least for the mansions, I had to make my own design, and that was really hard. The mansions took probably most of my time, and I had to use I used cardstock for the houses, the apartments. And then I used cardboard for like the other stuff. I don't really know why, I just did. And yeah, the reason why we didn't really finish our city is because we started really late. We started like session, well, obviously, yeah. So we started late, and the challenges weren't like for the city, so we kind of just had to like start on our own time. Bye.
In our city, we encountered a lot of problems. One of the main ones being that we started too late with the wiring. A lot of the quest challenges were aimed at preparing us for just electricity in general, but it didn't really help us and translate into making our city, which kind of caused us to struggle and fall behind a little bit. Another problem we had is I think we made our plan too detailed. We really tried to have so many different buildings in so many different areas that we couldn't do all of it.
Thank you for watching and learning about our city.